Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm going to share with you this really easy box that can hold like a pair of socks, some mittens, some bath toiletries, probably some hot cocoa. There's all kinds of fun things that you can use for this nice little box, and it's really easy to make, and I'm going to share that with you. Thank you for joining me, and welcome. I'm going to be using the Stars at Night bundle, and this is part of a mega suite, and it's got a lot of incredible pieces to it. I think it's currently, as of October the 19th, currently just not available to order all of it. But there will be a date coming soon. It's just such a hot item, and it's one of the suites that I've been using a lot of, and I've been creating like crazy. I've just really enjoyed it. So this is the base of the box. It's scored. It's actually a sheet of cardstock, and it's 10.5 by 7.5. And then on the 10.5-inch side, you're going to score at a 1/2 inch, which is going to be a really small 1/2 inch right there. Then you're going to score again at 4 inches, 5.5, and 9. Then you'll turn it. And on the 7.5-inch side, you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch, or excuse me, 1.5 inches, 5.5, and 6 3/4. So those are the measurements that you will cut and score for this fabulous box that I'm going to show you how to make, and all the fun products that go with it, all that amazing paper. And I've already cut and scored and burnished the score marks, and I just wanted to give you a second to do a screenshot, unless you're part of the crafty collaborations. Then you probably have some of the still shots that I've uploaded for you. This is very easy to make. Tear and tape is the best adhesive for this project. It will hold it together very nicely, and something that I like to use when I'm making 3D items like boxes is my bone folder and a clear acrylic block. So this will help. I'll show you just how easy it is to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is just fold in, because like I said, I've already burnished them to save a little bit of time. And let's see here. These end pieces is what I'm calling them. You're going to bring them forward, because what's going to happen is you're actually, to make it simple, you're going to fold it. Sorry about that. It took me a second to realize what I was doing. And what I was saying was not coming across correctly. Sorry about that. And no apologies, but this is an unedited video. I'm not tech savvy, so I just record it as is. I think my customers that watch my lives on Facebook appreciate that I'm not perfect. And so I'm just going forward in that same idea and appreciation for that. So again, here is the box base, and you're going to fold it in, and then this tiny 1/2 inch is going to butt up right against this piece right here. And I'm doing this slowly, so like I said, you can take pictures, screenshots. I'm going to go ahead and take the tear and tape off of this piece, lay this down, and that way you've got an easy base to your card. I'm sorry, not card. Mercy. Anyway, so then of course we want to tuck in the two pieces on the bottom, and then it's going to close like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and take these two pieces of tear and tape off. And we'll complete our box. I've got most of the stuff pre-cut, so make it a little bit easier. I'm going to fold them down. What I'm going to do is use my block to come in. You can use your bone folder. I just find it's really helpful to use an acrylic block just to ensure that the tear and tape will do the adhesive properly on the bottom of the box. And so this will hold a lot of stuff, as you can see. It's nice and deep. And then we're going to pretend like we've already put something in there, and then we're going to line up these pieces at the top, and it's going to be squared. And so once you've lined them up together, you'll want to go ahead and like curve it, unless you have a punch that curves it. And then what I've done is just taken a regular hole punch to punch out the center, because then I'm going to bring in an online exclusive item from Stampin' Up, gold and silver trim. And I'm going to use the gold because that's the color that's going to match. And I'm going to bring it in and tie a really pretty bow. First, I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot. I'm actually going to do a double knot. I find that's a little helpful when I'm trying to put a really pretty bow on. So I'm going to do the little rabbit ears. It's another little technique I found on Pinterest, I believe. How to make ribbon look beautiful. Well, let's just go ahead and fold it. I don't think I gave myself enough room. There we go. Oh, I almost forgot. And just trim it off just like that. This is actually not the bow that I want. Let me start over. And I don't have the proper bow scissors. I want it to look as really, I want that bow to look really pretty. I'm gonna give myself a little extra room there. Because the bunny ear technique, I guess is what you would call it, to me is the easiest way to make sure that your bows look really good. And that's what I want to do here. And again, I'm going to do a double knot. Okay, so now I have enough room for my rabbit ears. To me, it's just the easiest way to make a bow. So I've got the two rabbit ears that's going to cross over each other, and then the one's going to tuck under. Then with my ribbon scissors, ribbon only scissors, that's important. Just gonna clip off the end like that. And then this is great ribbon because you can poof up, make it smaller, make it bigger, however you want. Next, we'll set that aside for just a moment, and we're gonna stamp our greeting. I have two die cut just in case I mess up, although I don't think I will because this is photopolymer, and for me, when I have photopolymer, I can actually see where I'm stamping, and I love that about the Stampin' Up! Acrylic box with the photopolymer stamps. This is Night of Navy. I'm going to open it like I would a compact. Tap, tap, tap. It's pretty good, juicy ink pad. And then I am going to just stamp down and then give it enough pressure so that the ink will soak in. Oh, that turned out very nice. So I'm going to let that dry for a couple of minutes while I adhere the the Designer Series paper. And I've got 2 pieces that are cut at 4 by 3.5. So it's 4 by 3.5. 4, 3.5. Always double check just to make sure. Now the this is part of that fancy paper pack, and so it looks great with the leaves, but I wanted to try it with kind of like the star looking, and that will fit flush right there. And probably I should have put that on before I put the box together, but it's okay. And for this one, the best adhesive probably would be the liquid glue, just to ensure if you needed to move it around, it wouldn't be an issue. But I think that's going to be just fine. And again, I'm going to add some adhesive and put the second piece on. You could totally do like hot cocoa packets, and then you could have like the candy cane sticking out of the side. That would look really cool. Now the side that the bow is on is going to be the front, and that's where I'm going to put on "Wishing You the Best and Brightest Holiday Season." I'm actually going to use dimensionals. I want it to pop up a little bit, and I tend to use extra dimensionals. I like them a lot. And I'm going to, before I put that on, I'm going to go ahead and add some more ribbon. This is the Night of Navy Gold, and it is called Glittered Ribbon, and it is beautiful, very glittery. And I'm going to wrap it around, kind of in the middle here. And then my go-to for ribbon a lot of times are the glue dots. To me, that just is an easy way to keep it on the project that I'm working on. Especially if I didn't adhere it first. So this way, I've got glue dots. I can make it as tight as possible. And wrap it around. Now on my original, it's a little loose, and so I don't think I made sure that that was nice and tight before I added the the greeting. But this way I've got it, and you can't feel the sticky, so you're good on that part. Then next, we're going to go ahead and add our greeting. It's had time to dry, and it's just going to go on top just like that. And then the last part of the box is using these adhesive backed sparkle gems. There's 120 in this pack. And you'll see that, like for the original, I used the gold pieces on here. It's just beautiful. Let's continue with what we have. These are really pretty. You could use the silver. If I were going to use the silver, I probably wouldn't have used the gold and navy. I would have used the silver instead of the gold, but this is great adhesive that's in, excuse me, in the annual catalog. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 on our project here. 2 of the big ones and 1 little one. Always use my Take Your Pick tool. I'm actually on my second Take Your Pick tool because it is a fabulous crafting tool. You've got like 4 or 5 different uses, and now you've got more uses because there's an additional feature to it that was just added with the annual catalog. Pretty amazing stuff. And so here is how you make the box. So this video is a little bit longer because I had a couple of misspoken words and fumbles with the ribbon, but that's the basics. And if you want still shots and you're not part of the Crafty Collaborations where you're getting that already, I would be happy to send those to you via email. Just reach out to me and I'll be happy to send those to you. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for another great project using, or another fun fold card actually, using the same suite of products. I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorites in the catalog. It's probably the very best that they've had in I don't know how long. It is amazing. So enjoy. Happy stamping.